Break it.
You don't want to
Oh my gosh, you're gonna.
You don't want to touch it?
Imagine winning practice. Good luck, guys. Hello everyone, we are here today at Concord for race number 5 out of 6 in Legends Racing League Street Stock Series, season number 6. We're going to be taking the green flag soon as the cars are gridding up. We're going to take a quick look at your starting order for today's race. So on pole is going to be Kendrick Pryor with a 17.1787. In second to outside Michael Rosero in the 23 machine. Eric Keplinger, your points leader, in third. Tyler Tomasi fourth. Harrison Chandler fifth. Mason Thompson sixth. Andrew Cootie seventh. Brendan Timon eighth. Hayden Lowell ninth. Aaron Brown 10th. About 4/10 off the leader. Aaron Brown is James Mbazin in 11th, and that's everyone that's qualifying lap. Everyone else did not. We have about, I think, 15 drivers or 14 drivers taking the green here at Concord. So let me just quickly reload ATVO because for some reason it's a little glitched right now. As the cars are rolling off right now. Kendrick Pryor, like I said, on pole. There we go. So 100 laps here at this kind of Pocono type Phoenix-ish type layout. Let's take a quick look at some of your track info for today's race. 0.423 miles here at Concord, 5 turns, and probably one of the most interesting ovals we go to all season long. And let's take a quick look at our weather. Right now it's about, I think, 6:35 Eastern Time. 79 degree air temp, 84 degree track temp, a little bit of a 10-mile-per-hour wind going to the southern direction, partly cloudy, as a little bit of a sunset here, as on our second pace lap right now, about to go green in a moment. So Kendrick Pryor gonna lead us to the green. This first start is on the green also. So it should be a fun race. A lot of interesting strategies that can be used. No one tire set, so people will have to save a little bit of tire throughout the race. But as they come to the final corner and the green flag is out and we're racing here at Concord. As we go down to turn number 1 and 2, it looks like they're still side by side for the race lead. Michael Rosero, Kendrick Pryor. Going into turn 3 and 4, Eric Keplinger clears himself as Keplinger gets a bit loose off the corner. Tyler Tomasi looking to the outside. I think we made it clean through lap number 1. Keplinger loose, and Tyler Tomasi around, and he's spinning, and he has a blown engine. I think as we have another spin as the caution comes out. Does Tyler have a blown engine? No, he doesn't. From the looks of it, he might have. It looks like Brendan Timon, a lot of action there. Brendan Timon at 34 got around with Andrew Cootie possibly. It looks like 2 little separate incidents there, but doesn't look too bad damage for Brendan Timon, but Tyler Tomasi is a lot of damage on his front end. He might have some engine damage too. So let's take a quick look at what happened here. I think Keplinger just got loose and maybe overcorrected into Tomasi. The corner you can kind of see he got loose. Yep, exactly what happened. Tomasi almost saved it, but yeah, and Aaron Brown hit him a little bit in the back. So I'm pretty sure with the Andrew Cootie and Brendan Timon incident, yeah, it looks like Brendan Timon and Andrew Cootie were just trying to avoid the wreck, and Cootie tried to go on the apron, and I think Timon might have came down even. Yeah, Timon, yeah, they just made contact there. Kind of just a racing deal, trying to avoid a wreck there, and yeah, and that's gonna be it. As Aaron Brown on pit lane. I think Tyler Tomasi probably, actually no, he's not on pit lane. He might pit already. Looks like he is lefting to stay out with some of this damage. I'm surprised he isn't paying to maybe fix it up and not use a fast repair. But it'll be interesting to see how this choose cone rule applies. Seems like Michael Rosero was able to hang on to the outside as he got the race lead from Kendrick Pryor on the outside lane. see if we're coming to one the green this time. I don't think we are. For some reason, this camera kind of blends in with the pit crew, but it doesn't look like we are. No, we're not. So let's take a quick look at how Michael Rosero got the race lead. We go back a little further. So it looks like he just got on the outside on the initial start. Kendrick was blinking a little bit on the inside. They were side by side in the little kink on the back, and then Michael held him off on the outside in turn 3. Kendrick may have got a little bit looser. He blinked again, and Michael just got a good run. And did he clear him in the kink? Yeah, he did actually. And then the caution came out right there. So as here's the choose going, Michael goes to the top with Harrison behind. Let's bring the timing behind him also. As Michael Rosero saw how good the top was that last time, and it's a pretty even field, top and bottom. Like we have about is that 5 cars on the top and 6 on the bottom maybe. His pace car is off. The only bad advantage on the top is gonna be turn 3 and 4. So I think Michael's gonna wait as long as he can to go. Oh no, there he goes. And we're back green. Lap 8 has someone in the pink car. That's James and Bazin did not get going. He might have started in the wrong gear there. As Harrison Chandler side by side with Brendan Timon. So that's Andrew Cootie up to 3rd. Brendan Timon right behind him as Kendrick Cryer goes way wide in turn 3. Allows Michael Rosero to get a pretty good gap. 8/10 ahead of Andrew Cootie. Cootie up to 2nd maybe as he's side by side through the kink. Cryer holding off on the top. Can he maybe do the same thing Michael Rosero did to him? No, he won't. As we got someone sideways. I think it's Aaron Brown. He saves it. No, I was actually hitting low as he gets it back going. See what happened there quickly. Maybe just got a bit loose and yeah, he just got a bit loose and surprisingly didn't overcorrect into anyone. We saw Keplinger kind of overcorrect a little bit into Tyler Tomasi. So very good job by hitting low there. As right now Michael Rosero has about 1 second gap to his team owners. Oh, we have a car spinning, Brendan Timon around, and caution is out, and Harrison, he was drifting up in the middle of the track into the racing lane. Harrison Chandler involved, I think, and Aaron Brown, but they don't look like they have too bad of damage. So it looks like Brendan might have just got a bit loose. Yeah, as that. Oh, Keplinger and Aaron, hard hit actually. Damage doesn't look too bad on Aaron though, for how big of a hit he got. So it looks like he might have just got a bit loose, and then I don't think he would have saved it, but Tomasi hit him when he was loose. Like right there, he hit the apron loose. Tomasi hit him. He wouldn't have saved it anyway, but he hit Keplinger and Aaron pretty hard. But let's take a quick look on board with Aaron Brown to see what his view of that wreck was. So as he comes down the turn 1 and 2, or no, 2 and 3, I guess we would call it. So you see someone sideways, he's trying to avoid, and yeah, nowhere for him to go really. I mean, even if he went to the bottom, there's a lot of people pitting this time by. As a few cars stay out, James Bazin pits, Harrison Chandler pits. Good time in pit obviously. I don't know if Hayden Lowe took tires that time or not, but it's a bit too early to take tires. Brendan Timon might go a lap down, and he does. So he does go a lap down. I don't believe he had a penalty for 2 out of 3 there, but he might have accidentally didn't check his. He might have accidentally not unchecked his fuel. So Michael Rosero, race leader right now. He's been leading since lap number 2, so he's led the most laps. So it's gonna really help him in the championship fight. I think we're coming to 1 to green here. No, we're not. So I think we're coming to it next time by. We can probably be pulling someone in the booth. Michael Rosero, your race leader. Hello, Michael. It's the broadcast. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So right now you're in the race lead. You chose the outside the last time. What was your decision on that?
Well, the outside really works at this track, so I'm just going to roll with that. We also get a good jump on the restart. And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Works at this track very well.
So since you're going green this time, I'll put you back into the racing chat. So good luck in the rest of your race.
Thanks, man.
Quick interview with Michael Rosero, as he's going to be on the outside of Andrew Cootie. Andrew Cryer going to be on the outside too, so kind of people learning how the outside's going to work a little bit better possibly. But we have a Brendan Time in the background there as green flag is out. As Andrew Cootie does get a good jump, he has the inside. But Michael gets a good launch off of turn 1. He's going to clear him into the kink. Top 3 are single file, but behind them, Tyler Tomasi. Eric Keplinger and Tomasi almost make contact there. Hayden low behind. Gonna try to get up to that 5th place position. This could be really important for the championship battle right now. Still is with 3 wide in the back. Brendan Timon, Harrison Chandler. I think that was James and Bazin behind, going 3 wide off of turn 2. So side by side for second. Kendrick Cryer has the inside. Clips the apron right there. That's gonna lose him a lot of momentum. But here comes Tyler Tomasi behind him. Oh, Andrew Cootie loses it, but he saves it. But he's gonna hit the wall. He's gonna lose a lot of positions. So right now we're single file for the most part right now. But Kendrick Cryer is catching Michael Rosero just a little bit per lap. That last time by was about 200ths of a second. See what he is this time by. This time it's 300ths of a second. But even behind him, Tyler Tomasi a little bit faster. Or about the same actually. So right now, gonna be interesting to see how this goes for a long run if we do have one, because right now we're pretty single file and spaced out. And lap times are going to go off quick as these guys are going about 17 seconds around this 0.4 mile, I guess, triangle, I guess. A curved triangle. So yeah, big gain for Kendrick Cryer, 2/10. It's heading low up to 4th. I thought Keplinger was, but something must have happened there. Or actually Hayden blinked, I think, maybe. But right now, the leaders, and Michael Rosero, the leader, is getting hunted by 2nd place and 3rd and 4th. So 4-car battle for the race lead right now. So you have a little 2-car pack behind them, Eric Keplinger and Andrew Cootie. Kendrick Cryer seems to go a little bit higher on entry and maybe get a good exit in 3 and 4. Yeah, it does seem like that's what he's doing. He's half a car length up on entry, and that's going to allow him to get a great exit off the corner. But when we look to the inside, he looks there, and he's not going to be able to get it. It's Michael Rosero defends well. It's very hard to pass here at Concord, unless you can do a bumper run, but still, that's pretty hard to do in these street stocks. These street stocks handle pretty well. But Hayden a little blinking a little bit there, as Kendrick does blink too. Right now, Rosero holding on strong. For some reason, the lap times are a little weird. Oh, the data was updated. So Kendrick was about a few hundredths faster than Michael Rosero. So it's turning into about a 5-car battle. Andrew Cootie's a little bit slower than the top 5. Keplinger gaining about 10th a lap. Cootie last time by a 10th slower than Keplinger. So be interesting to see how this plays out. These guys might just be taking it easy since it's still about 70 laps to go till the end of this race. There's no halfway caution or anything like that, but so they might just be in it for the long haul. Ooh, Michael Rosero very close to the wall there. I think he might have actually brushed it a little bit. Right now, they're single file. I don't know if anyone really wants to risk a move and lose some track position. But it's top three. Nose to tail. A little bit of separation between them and Hayden Lowe, about, I would say, a car length or two at times. But we saw last week Hayden came from a little bit further back to get up to the battle for the race lead. And almost, I think he might have gotten third, I believe. But Rosero didn't get a race last week since he doesn't have Richmond. But this week he's going to make it all up as he's leading the pack right now. And he's going to get the most laps today if he keeps this up. And right now he already has a lap lead and pole position, so that's a bonus point. And if he does get the win, looks like Kendrick Cryer and Tomasi are battling. Tomasi looks to the inside. Behind them, Keplinger side by side with Hayden Lowe. Tomasi slides up just a little bit. It's going to lose him a little bit of time. But he's still on the inside. And if these guys keep battling, that's going to allow Michael Rosero to pull away a little bit at a time. But Kendrick does clear him. So, like Michael was saying in his interview, the outside seems to be pretty good at defending. As Hayden Lowe a little bit loose off that turn. I think that was turn 2. A little bit loose as Keplinger right behind. So guys can kind of see the gap between Michael Rosero and Kendrick Cryer. Michael pulled away a little bit. So, we have a battle behind 4th place as, very close off the corner. Keplinger's still there, maybe? I think he may have given him the bumper up the racetrack. They're still side by side into the kink. As Keplinger really swings it in there, and he'll clear him down the front straightaway. So Eric Keplinger is still trying to get as many points as he can for his championship battles. They're coming up on some lap traffic. James and Bazin is about a few tenths slower than these guys in a 13. I think that's, is that a Taki's? Yeah, it's a Taki's pink machine. As Kendrick Cryer closing that gap yet again. We've seen that this happen many times, but they just can't get around Michael Rosero. As here comes the lap traffic. Will the lap traffic get out of the way? I don't think James is a lap down right now, but so he's gonna probably fight a little bit to send a lead lap. So he goes to the high side. It's not gonna affect Michael, but it's gonna affect Kendrick, as Kendrick is gonna have a slow exit. James goes off the wall, and that's gonna slow Kendrick down a little bit. And now Kendrick last time by was a few hundred slower than Michael Rosero, and he's lost about a few tenths too, just in the kink as Hayden Lowe clips the wall there on the back straightaway. It seems like Michael Rosero is just not the fastest, but he can hold off these drivers behind him very well. So we're already about almost halfway through this race, 45 laps. And Michael Rosero has not looked back from this race lead after passing on the outside of Kendrick Cryer. Cryer is in second still. As Michael goes wide, here comes Kendrick to the inside. Can he make it work? Nope, he stays behind. Behind. Keplinger gets by the lap traffic. As here comes Tomasi up the inside. He's gonna clear him. Yes, he will. Now Tyler Tomasi gonna be challenging Michael Rosero. We've seen in the past few races, especially at USA and I think, yeah, USA specifically, these guys have been really 1-2 most of the season, especially at these short tracks. Not at Richmond because Michael wasn't there, obviously. In Phoenix, it was a really big pack, and Charlotte, obviously, you can't really have like a short track battle there. But these guys have been battling a lot on the track, and they have a little bit of a rivalry. The Truck Series last week, I think there was a little bit of contact too. So let's see how this plays out. Right now, Tomasi a little bit slower than Michael Rosero, but Eric Keplinger behind, a tenth faster than all these drivers up ahead. So he might have been saving his tires pretty well. And we still have more than half the race left. So a lot can happen between lap 50 right now and lap 150 laps. So Keplinger closing the gap just a tenth by tenth each lap. About 2 seconds back from Rosero. Rosero's pulling away a little bit from Tyler Tomasi, it seems like. Tomasi goes way wide, Kendrick peeking to the inside, and he's there. And Tomasi gives him the position because he knows if they start battling, Michael is just going to walk away with this lead. And if it goes green the whole way, it's going to be hard to catch Michael. So coming up on some more lap traffic, I believe that's Aaron Brown. He has a little bit of front end damage. But if we do get a caution here, he'll get a. If he does go a lap down, he will get his lap back. So that'd be a big relief for him. So the leaders are coming up against him as Keplinger's a lot slower that last time by, actually, about 2 tenths slower than Rosero. So seems like the lap times are actually falling down a little bit, about 3 tenths from their best lap time. So these drivers might want to pit a little bit for some tires, especially since they're a little bit past halfway. Wouldn't be too bad of a strategy, but cold tires here is definitely pretty loose on the first few laps. So it's going to be a gamble if we do get another caution. And they won't have to pit under green, so it shouldn't be an issue here at Concord. As they are catching up to Aaron Brown, who has a little bit of front end damage from, I believe, the Brendan timing wreck on the front straightaway. He did not take a fast repair for that one. So as they're catching up to him, see what he does. He gives them the bottom lane as Mecco and Aaron are kind of a teammate. Oh, Kendrick almost gets in the side of Aaron as Concord's just a tough place for lead lap cars and past lap cars, especially when they give them the top on the exit. It just gets really tight, and they're up against the wall. So if someone's on the outside of them, especially a lap car, it's kind of hard for the lap car to let them by, except they like stop on the top. So it's kind of what you see right there with the same situation with James. So Keplinger gets by Aaron. Then timing's actually up to 5th as they're battling Andrew Cootie behind here, as I think Cootie may have made some contact with Brendan Timon on the front straightaway. Cootie right behind, and a little behind him. Christian Chandler a little bit further back in the kink. So we have about a 3-car battle for each kind of pockets, but Michael about half a second ahead of the driver in second. It's pulling out to a pretty big advantage right now. But it'll be interesting to see how much he wears his tires out, if that's even a factor here. But like I said, they're about 3 tenths slower than they were at the beginning of the run. So let's take a quick look at our information here. Let's see. He's led 61 laps so far in this race. His highest position is first. Actually, no, he didn't start in pole. I forgot about that. He started second. My bad there. Fastest lap is a 17.095, and his last lap, let's see, when he crosses the line, it's about 4 tenths slower than his fastest lap. So you kind of see how much the tire difference is. So let's do a quick on board with Michael Rosero and see if there's how much he's struggling with the race car, if there's any, like if there's a lot of difference in the handling. So it looks like he's just kind of taking it easy here. So pretty good for Michael as he's stretched the lead out about another 10th. But we do have a battle for the 7th and 6th place position. Hayden Lowell and Andrew Cootie side by side in the turn. Was it 4 and 5? I guess just 5 turns, I guess. Down to turn 1 and 2. Looks like Andrew drops down to 7th. I think Andrew, he was up to second at one point, and he dropped back a lot there. It might have just been due to the restart possibly, or just actually I believe he was second on the restart at one point. I don't know if it was the first restart or the second one, but he lost a lot of time, seems like, on the 7th now. So caution would be very helpful for him. Right now, Michael Rosero, like I said, cruising out to a pretty big lead. So, right now, I think Michael Rosero would have the points lead over Eric Kelpinger, because right now he has led the most laps of this race, and if he finished this race, he would get the winning bonus point and also most laps led and led a lap. So that'd be 3 extra bonus points on top of the fact that he finished ahead of Kelpinger by 3 positions. So 6 overall points going into the favor of Michael Rosero. So I could give him the points lead going into South Boston next weekend. Michael Rosero had a really strong first race at South Boston last week, but he ended up second after a penalty at the end of the race, and he actually, without that penalty, he would have won the race. But definitely looking good for Michael Rosero. But Keplinger, he has won at South Boston to win the champ. I think it was season 3, I believe he won at South Boston, and that got him his first street stock championship. So these two drivers have a pretty good history at South Boston. But we have a battle for second brewing on. Kendrick Cryer and Tyler Tomasi, who also, I believe Tomasi is also in the points championship battle, but I'll have to check after this race, obviously, to see what the overall points are. There's about 25 laps to go. So the battle for 6th place, Andrew Cudi about 10th behind Hayden Lowell, as Cudi almost gives the back bump, gives the bumper to Hayden Lowell. Can't see those brake ducts there, not brake ducts, brake rods or whatever, as kind of see him in the corner, I believe, right there. As I think that's Brendan Timon. I think he's passing a lap car of Aaron Brown. Yeah, he is. That is Aaron Brown right behind him. So right now, Hayden Lowell in 6th place. Keplinger still catching up to all these guys up ahead. He's about a 10th quicker than everyone else on track. Well, not that last time by, he was about a 10th quicker than 2nd place, but Mike Rosero, his lap time by a few hundredths of a second. But right now, Eric Keplinger could find his way up to 2nd, possibly, if he keeps up this pace. I think that's James and Bazin. I don't know who was passing him. That was Harrison Chandler, as James heading down the pit lane. Don't have to make a green flag pit stop for fuel. So I think he's just retiring from the race, possibly. As let's do a bit of a crank it up here at Concord. as we are back here without the crank it up cam. We have a battle for this 6th place position. Been brewing for a long time. Oh, Andrew Cooney gives Hayden a little bumper, and caution is out as Hayden is flipping over, and what just happened? I think Cooney just gave him way too big of a shove or something into turn 3. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened there. As let's go to a blunt cam. Cooney gives him a big shove, and Hayden just goes straight into the wall. See the incident that led up to that, or the racing that led up to that. So Hayden goes a little bit wide on the exit. Andrew gets a pretty good run. And I guess right here he decides to do a bumping run, but just goes terribly wrong, and I don't know. I really don't know what to say. Let's go on board with Hayden Lowell. Big shoving. But don't turn right into the wall, I guess. I mean, he gets a shove from Andrew. Let's go bar chase right here. He gives him a bump and ends up hitting up the racetrack. Go on board Andrew Cooney. Looks like he just tried to give him a bumping run and went completely wrong. So it's definitely gonna be on Andrew Cooney there. As they're coming on the pit lane. As actually, I don't think Michael Rosero did pit there. Obviously, Hayden Lowell in the pits, Andrew Cooney in the pits, and Aaron Brown in the pits there. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the choose cone. As we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Actually, never mind. My bad. We're gonna stay on here. I believe we might be coming up on the green, actually. But if we're not, we'll take a quick interview with someone. Maybe let's see who's in the voice chat. Actually, no, we are actually coming to the green. Looks like Michael Rosero takes the top lane. Kendrick takes the bottom. And Keplinger on the top, Tyler Tomasi on the bottom. Basically even. Yet again, pace car is off. And this is going to change a lot of things coming to 10 laps to go. These drivers did not pit. Tomasi has the best tires, about 6 lap fresher tires than everyone else, but as they come down to turn 1, Kendrick Cryer side by side with Michael Rosero. Michael gets a huge run, but Cryer's still there. Going down to the kink. Down into turn 4 and 5. Side by side. Cryer gets the inside. Will he be able to clear Michael Rosero? He leads that lap there that time by 10 laps to go. Here at Concord. Still side by side Michael Rosero and Kendrick Cryer. As Tyler Tomasi right behind Keplinger, also Brendan Timon, as they all bunch back up together. Kendrick blinking a little bit. As here comes Tyler Tomasi, he make it 3 wide. He looks where, yes he does. Kendrick loose. Michael 3 wide, and they save it. Michael gets through. Here comes Keplinger on the inside 3 wide. Keplinger up to second. Kendrick in the wall. Tyler up to third, or stays in third. Brendan Timon up to fourth as he's got side by side as Andrew Cooney gets a bit loose. As we have a spinner in the back. As that's not going to be a caution as he didn't hit anything, or it's just a self-spaz. Wow, what a crazy turn of events as Michael Rosero is still in the race lead, surprisingly. I don't know how he's still in the race lead, but Keplinger got a block for his life as this is a great position for him. Second to Michael Rosero, so the gap now for the points is only going to be about 4 points gained for Michael, about 3 actually. 3 points gained for Michael Rosero if Keplinger finishes second, but Tyler Tomasi gets a great run on the exit. I thought he was going to maybe look to the inside. Yes, he does. And then Timon behind him up to 4th. And Kendrick falls all the way back to 5th. We'll definitely have to take a look at that replay there. as that was a very hectic couple of returns, as they're still side by side for second place. Tyler Tomasi on the inside, Keplinger on the outside. Tomasi a little bit tight on exit. Keplinger gonna do the crossover. Yes, he does. He looks to the inside. Harrison Chandler also looks to the inside, Brendan Timon sideways. As Kendrick Cryer around as we have a caution with a few laps to go. As that's gonna mean a green, white checkered. And the craziness that we've seen throughout this race, or that last caution, or not the last restart, looks like Andrew Cootie gets into him, and not too sure why there was a caution there, but it might have just been because Andrew Cootie hit him. So Andrew just does another failed bumper run, I guess. So Brendan gets really loose. Yep, just Andrew Cootie hits him in the back, and that might be a 2 out of 3 for him. Not 100% sure, but Michael Rosero, your race lead. Let's take a quick look at those few incidents that got him up to that race lead. Because right here was the moment. They're side by side ahead of Tyler Tomasi. Michael, I don't know exactly how many laps. I think this might be 9 laps to go, 10 laps to go. Kendrick blinks a little bit there. Tomasi gives him a little bit of a push. And Tomasi looks to the inside. I didn't think he was there, but he was. But Kendrick comes down a little bit. Contact 3 wide. They save it, and then Keplinger comes up to the inside. And he clears Tomasi, and then Kendrick is in the wall, and then here comes Brendan Timon, and the whole rest of the field, Andrew Cootie. A little bit of contact between him and Harrison Chandler, but he got a bit loose and lost a lot of positions there. So wow, what a few laps there. And if that's anything like these final few laps, that's gonna be amazing. As let's take a quick interview with Eric Keplinger. He made the 3-wide move to up to 3rd, and he might be able to get a better finish than he was going to before. So, hey Eric, this is Booth. You got a copy? So you made that 3-wide move up to 2nd, but you got down to 3rd after Tomasi passed you. What do you see out of your windshield there when they were 3-wide in turn 1?
What? What do you mean?
Well, I guess
That's not my.
guess we'll just put him back to team chat. So, I think we believe we're coming to. Yep, here we go. We'll run to green as Tomasi picks the inside here. Michael on the outside. As it's gonna be a green-white checker. Keplinger and on the inside. I think this is one of the first times we see him on the inside. I believe he may have picked the outside the last few times. Let's take a quick look at some of our facts right now. Cautions, we've had 4 cautions, 20 caution lapses. Here we go. Coming to the reset zone. Pace car is obviously in, so Rosero can go anywhere he wants. As there he goes. Rosero gets a great start. Is Tomasi still on the inside? Oh, we have a caution. I think we may have delayed the caution, and we have. Not exactly sure why. As here we back go as Keplinger on the bottom, as I don't know what happened to Tomasi, but as Michael Rosero goes to the inside. Here comes Brendan Timon on the outside. Keplinger inside of Brendan Timon. It looks like Rosero has the race lead pretty comfortably, about a car length up ahead, as Keplinger and Timon battling out behind. And when they come to the white flag this time by, as they're still side by side, Timon and Keplinger off the corner into the King. Harrison Chandler behind Aaron Brown in 5th. Let's see what happens here in the final few corners. As they're side by side, 2 by 2. Keplinger, Timon to the line. Keplinger gets 2nd. Rosero wins the race. Harrison 4th and Aaron Brown 5th. Great performance by Michael Rosero there. has led every lap, I believe, but 3 or 4, as he's gonna be during burnouts here at Concord. It's gonna be his second win of the season. And what a great win that was, and what a great race. That was some great battling there for the lead. Wow, that was an intense race, and that's going to really help him in the championship. Keplinger finishing second might not be the best for him, but he gained this win and gained all those bonus points. It's definitely going to help. Let's take a quick look at his stats for today's race. Led 105 laps in today's race. I think the only other person to lead a lap was Kendrick Cryer, maybe. I believe he led 2 or 3 laps there, so as Rosero this time has enough fuel to do a burnout instead of USA, where he didn't have any fuel to burn it down. So burn it down here on the front straightaway as he gets a second career win in LRL. And this could be a crucial win, like I said, right before the final race. Right before the final race. As he blows up. Like I was saying, right before the final race at South Boston. And Rosero gained the win. Very, very good for him. So we'll be back and we'll speak to our top 3 finishers in today's race. As we are back here at Concord after this great finish in the great overall race, we'll get to interview our top 3 drivers, starting second, leading 105 laps. I think that I don't know exactly how long the race was since the ground checkered, but right checkered. Michael Rosero, so we'll bring him in. Michael, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. What's up?
So you get the win done here. You led 105 laps, and What do you see out of your windshield most of it?
Well, it feels amazing to get another win. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, we had a very good Texas car, and that middle lane did really work on the restarts. And I don't know what the heck Tomasi did when he made it 3 wide. He almost wrecked all of us because I got like very lucky when Kendrick blinked, because if he didn't, we would have all wrecked. And I don't know why Tomasi didn't shoot. So that was pretty dumb of trying to like wreck himself. But yeah, we had a very good race. Feels
Yep.
good to get another win.
So how does it feel to carry this momentum into South Boston next week for the championship finale?
Well, I'm guessing I'm probably second, maybe, if not, I'm ahead of Keplinger, because without the drop weeks, I'll probably move up to like third, maybe. But with drop weeks, I'm most likely in second.
I believe you might be in first with the drops, but I'm not 100%
Oh,
sure.
sweet.
So
Okay.
obviously we'll do the points after, obviously. So anyone you have to thank for tonight's win at Concord?
Family for supporting me. All the support means a lot to me.
Okay, so congrats on the win, man, and see you next week, or I guess if you race the truck series, I guess this week. But
Yeah.
see you at the truck series race finale at South Boston.
All right. See you there.
Yep. So as Michael Roseros, we're gonna get our second place driver, Eric Keplinger. He came out of nowhere to get second place, and very important second place, that being hello Eric, you got a copy?
I have a copy.
So you end up second after a crazy, I guess, caution thing. So when they went, I was trying to ask you a question during the caution, but
Yeah.
what do you see out of your windshield? What did you think when you saw them 3 wide going to turn one? On I don't exactly know what, I think what 10 laps ago, I believe.
Alright, so it's okay. We're gonna do a group activity here. Alright, Tan, I want you to close your eyes, alright? Think of this. 2 cars going for the lead side by side. Another car behind them sends it to the inside 3 wide. Right? We don't talk about what you think of, right? Keep it to yourself.
Oh no, this is Concord, man. Concord.
Yeah, this is Concord, yeah. It hasn't happened anywhere else. But
Nope.
yeah, I was nervous that I wasn't gonna be competitive this race, because I guess I didn't have the fastest lap times in practice. And then we got to the race, I got loose on lap 2, and then that incident happened. I sent me to the back. I worked my way back to the field, but then my tires just shot. I was just stuck. I felt like I was just. I forgot how I put it. It was just nobody could really catch anybody. They were just stuck. Like, I don't know. You couldn't really catch anybody for most of the race. They were just stuck like where we were. And then those cautions happened. I thought those weren't going to end well, but luckily it worked out for us. But just Michael had the advantage. He was the best car all day, and he deserved a win. And luckily, he didn't get the bonus point for the pole, but he gained points on us. Bonus points. That sucks for us. But at least we got second tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, and I asked Michael the same question. Well, not exactly, but my bad. Not exactly the same thing, but
Like points wise, like
yeah.
consideration.
What you gotta do next week at South Boston? Maybe
Just try to get as many points as I can.
no,
That's-
short and sweet, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do tonight, but I just didn't have the best car. Michael's better than us. Just gotta try to get as many points as possible, dude. So
Yep. So anyone you think for tonight's second place finish?
I'd like to thank you, Heater, Brendan, the other teammates, everybody else on track, and everybody who's sacrificing for us right now. So yeah.
Yep. So congrats on the second place finish at Concord.
Thank you.
So we're gonna wrap up the interviews with Brendan Timon finishing in third place, and he had an up and down night. Lowest position 10th place and highest 4th, but I guess he ended up third. Makes sense. So we'll be interviewing the 34 Bass Pro Shops machine. Brendan, you got a copy?
Yep.
So you get up to third place after a few last few laps of restarts there. How you end up there, and what you do on the restarts to make up those positions?
I just wanted to choose the outside because basically Concord for me the outside is the best for the restarts, but well, we didn't have the car, we didn't have the line, but we got up there. It was just basically a long race. I was just hoping for a caution, and luckily I'm continuing my streak of top 5 and top 3 for the street stocks. Hopefully to end it at South Boston, which is I'm sort of good at in street stocks because I was certainly really good in the last 25 laps at Legends, but it was a tough battle for the 5th position, mostly because of a lap car, and basically it was just very tough with Harrison behind me. He was really aggressive, but after that caution came out, I know it was going to be a shootout. But when Tyler Tomasi was upset that he didn't do right with the choose cone, if you know what I mean, well, it was his fault. So, but basically, Keplinger was starting on the inside still, right beside Michael. So I was just hoping that Keplinger and Michael would just make contact so I can just slither on by, but I guess it didn't happen. It was just basically means Keplinger side by side finish, which I almost had second, like I almost had second with Aaron at Charlotte. But hey, the win is coming. You just never know.
Yep. So congrats on your third place finish. Anyone you have to thank for tonight's third place finish?
I have to thank LRT especially because this is what gives me the opportunity to race, and basically it sucks that I have to get beaten by a teammate to the line, but basically that's who I have to thank, and let's just try for one final time in South Boston to see if I can get a top 5 finish for the championship, because I know it's a battle for that.
Yep. So like I said, congrats on the third place finish, and we'll see you at South Boston next week.
Thank you.
That was Brendan Timon rounding out our top 3 interviews. Take a quick look at our results for today's race. So the results for today's race, get them right here. Michael Rosero gained the win by 7/10 over Eric Keplinger. Tyler Tama, Brendan Timon third. Harrison Chandler fourth. Aaron Brown fifth. Kendrick Cryer sixth. Zen Bazin seventh. Andrew Cudi eighth. Hayden Lowell ninth. Tyler Tomasi 10th. And none of these other drivers completed one lap. So that's gonna be it for today's race. Pretty exciting last few restarts there. I think the last 20-ish laps, 15. There was a little bit of a stretch there that there was a few battles on the racetrack, but kind of boring for the race lead. But overall, pretty fun race, and we'll see you guys Friday for the finale of the Truck Series. Eric here has basically clinched the championship, so he'll be the champion for the Truck Series. So he'll be on the Team G racing work like so. We'll see you guys there.